Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening. Today I'm talking, hit that like button, subscribe, share, notification bell. Notification bell. Good afternoon, Grand Rising. Hit the like button. Don't let some people get in the building. Today I'm going to talk about you need to get in an apartment. You're having a hard time finding an apartment, home. Today I'm going to show you how to get into a apartment, home. You use CPN. If you got bad credit, your name is in public records is defaulting on your loans for not your loans but your rental payments, your rental history bad. Let me help you get into an apartment so you can get out your relative own place. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Let me know you're with me. Hit that like button. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up. Give me a like. Thumbs up. You need to get in an apartment. You need to get a house. Tap in. Give me a call, email. Need a new car. The hoopty that you got. Give me a call or a text or email. Let me get you in a new car, help you clean your credit. Let me get you into a new apartment. Let some people get in the building. Then I'll be talking about bad credit so you can get you into a new apartment. You may need a new car. I'm gonna give you a little information, what you can do, how you can do it. Use your CPN to get you a new apartment. Use CPN, get into a new apartment. Hey, what's going on, brother? Peace to God. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Need to get an apartment or something like that, a new home, new car. With the CPN, you can use a lease with the option to buy. Also, you can't use a government loan with CPN, but if you want to buy a house with the lease option to buy, you can use CPN with that to do that. If you need to get into an apartment, you can use CPN to get into an apartment. As long as it's properly structured, you can use CPN for that. Hit that like notification bell. Today I'm talking about getting you from got an apartment, you done messed up. Last leases you. Peace to the God. Peace to the God. What's going on, Jay? Peace to the God, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Hit that like notification bell. Hit that like notification bell. Get some people in the building. It's a good time to buy you some Bitcoin right now also. It's at 32. It is. If it goes down to 30, 31, anywhere right in there, ride it. Get you a buy right now. Ride it up to about 38 and sell it. It's called what we call talking too fast. We're in what we call a consolidation. That means the price will bounce between support and resistance until the side breaks out of that range. So right now is a good time to purchase Bitcoin. Let me see, make sure. Like I said, it's at 32,363. So if you buy Bitcoin right now today, 32,363, it just came off its bottom, what they call support. Support was about 31,450. So above that support level. Fuck. Excuse my language. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like I was saying, thank you for tuning in. Hit that notification bell. But buy Bitcoin right now, it's at 32,397. It's gonna go up. So it's gonna hit 40. And if it hits 40, it's gonna go back down to about 32 again. It's gonna keep bouncing in between those ranges, like I said. But we're not here for that. We're here for about that's just get you a little money, make you a few little dollars real quick off the Bitcoin. And if it drops back down to like 31, don't fret, just hold tight and it'll pop back up. Today I'm just talking about taking your bad credit, get a CPN. You've been looking for a place to stay. Hard for you to find a place to stay. You're an ex-con, or if you may be an ex-con, and that's preventing you from renting a place. Well, this is how you get around it with a CPN. And just when you use that CPN, use it responsibly. Place. Don't repeat the same pattern of past behavior. Improve on your behavior, so you don't keep having to repeat the same things over and over again. So when you use the CPN to get the apartment, it's like I said, do your best to keep up your payments. And if you want to know how to make them, so you won't make the CPNs, or you need to be educated on the CPN, give me a call. But you should be really trying to clean up your personal credit. So do that. While you're doing that, clean up your public record. But to get in that apartment or anything, you've been having bad, been striking out trying to find a new apartment or get into a new apartment. Just get you a CPN, like I said, and that'll help. I'm not going to be long today. I just wanted to give y'all guys a few people contacting me about having a hard time getting to apartments and things like that. A few guys who've been in the joint. Numbers always the same. You've been calling, it's always the same. Text or email. It's in the description right now down below. It's down in the description right now. Every video, there's all my details are always in the description below. So make it a habit to check the descriptions of all the videos that you watch. Because most times, most YouTubers put valuable information down in the description. I know most people just want to look at the video without reading the descriptions, but if you look at the descriptions, most times they have information in there, at least from my understanding when I watch other people's videos. They always lead you to more content or more of their things that they got going on. Yep. So what else we got going on this day? January 26, 2021. Also, I don't think I mentioned last time, but you also can use what is the bank? Credit One. They also you can use those. They work well with CPNs, Credit One Bank. So if you got your credit file already, your CPN file already up to 750 score or 800 score, you can go Credit One Bank and they'll issue, like in all likelihood, a credit card. So Credit One Bank is pretty good for CPN credit profile numbers. Also, what else? Community Bank. I think I mentioned that before. Community Bank. A lot of their store cards through Overstock and Bed Bath & Beyond. All those places. You can use that for CPN as well. Get your history together on your CPN. 3-4 years worth of history. At least about 5,000 to 10,000 in credit limits total, average amount. So you want like an average amount of maybe like 5,000. Highest limit card about, if you can get 20, that's great. But usually 11 if you. And also, if you got your valid, use CPN for your get a new ride, get your new car. You can also use it for that. And another good thing with CPN is when you can say if you get the apartment with the CPN, this is a hustle. You get one apartment for you to live in, rent another apartment to put it on Airbnb. I'm in the doing that as well right now myself. Adding a couple Airbnb portfolios to my repertoire. On Airbnb, rent those out, average a day about $100 a day. You keep 75% of the rental, 75% of the rental. So CPN can actually be used as well. So that'll help you. Got an apartment to live in, apartment to make you some few extra dollars in. The simple stage in the apartment. That's what you have to do, stage the apartment, bed, couch, utensils. You can get all those things at the dollar store. Towels. And then you hire a cleaning company, clean it out. That's what you do. Clean the company, come clean it out. And then that's how you take the CPN for one place for you to live in, then the other place for you to make you some money with. So you done knocked out two birds with one stone. earning some income, and at the same time, took care where you need to lay your head. So that's one thing you can do with the CPN. And also you can use CPN for Turo. You can pretty much make your whole living. You did everything properly through those apps. Turo, Airbnb, CPN, purchase the cars, CPN, purchase the apartment. Hit that like button if you're with me. I'm giving y'all, hit that super chat. You get that super chat off that. And that cash app. You get that super chat cash app off that. For real. Hit that super chat. That super chat. For real. This is valuable information. Even if I'm not on, you get that super chat. If you watch later, you just tuned it in, picked it up, watch it later, hit that super chat, that cash app. You want me to keep coming on, bringing information, you want me to keep coming on, showing you different ways to make money, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. Otherwise, I'm just going to bow out gracefully and leave you with every videos of what I left out there already to help you out. Takes time, money, effort to keep coming on. Get my likes, subscribers up to a friend, family, a foe, whatever. The dog, make them all. Tell them to come in. I got something to help everybody, even the dog. Hit that like button, hit that cash out button. Come on, y'all. Just get it up. 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 We'll give a small, like I said, got that bad credit, can't get an apartment, can't get a house. CPN will help you with that. And once you get a house, apartment, get you another house or apartment. Use Airbnb. You'll get approved for both. Get one on this side of town, get one on the other side of town. Don't get them on next door to each other. I don't care how you do it, just do it. That'll help you. That's make you anywhere from $1,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month off one apartment. Turo make you anywhere between $5,000 to $2,000 a month on Turo. Those are two hustles that you can use in conjunction with your CPN. And if I think of any more, I'll let you know. Also, you can open a WEBULL. You can also open a WEBULL account. WEBULL, that's WEBULL accounts are also can be used for CPN. Sign up. And you want to do a lot of these things because you don't want to use your personal information in everything that you do. So you want to kind of set up your alter ego and start doing business that way. You don't really, with so many people stealing identities and things like that, why not set your alter ego up and operate from the alter ego? So you don't have to worry about your personal information destroyed by someone who knows how to navigate the financial minefield to take money from your pocket and put it in theirs. Inconvenience your life. So in order to safeguard yourself from there, that's why you can create another alter ego. That's what the stars do. That's what 50 Cent does, Jamie Foxx, even the movie house studios. If you watch movie Fox or Universal Studios, the founders of those all changed their name to use another name to operate their business on. They never, their home name where they were from, their country, they didn't use that name in America. Also, Steinway Pianos. That's not his. Steinway Piano is not the original name. That's the name he eventually used for America. But that's not his original name. So that's why CPNs will always be around, because they hide those with wealth identity from those who try to take what they have. It's called corporate structure. So they can no longer be sued as a person and you'll sue their entity. You'll try to come after them. You come up blank. Do your research. Don't take my word for anything that I say. This educational purpose. Do your own individual research and studies. Can you use your CPN and get a cell phone provider that won't ask for your driver's license number? In my experience, they always want your driver's license, no matter what you do in America. So I would say have a driver's license. It's my experience. You can go probably get a what's that, cricket in some states, the metro and others, without any identification. But if you're gonna use T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, I'm almost certain they want to see your ID. But you can also use a CPN to get those phones. Yeah, see, they do accept credit profile numbers at any of those places to get a cell phone. Will they accept it with a blank CPN? I doubt it. So when I talk about using the CPN, I'm talking about a CPN with good credit, 700 or better, not just a CPN with a blank CPN with nothing on it, no history or anything like that. I don't think anyone will give you any type of credit in that situation. Some they got into apartments without having any credit history on that CPN. Maybe so. I haven't seen it. But if you did it, that's more power to you. I don't knock you. I show others how to do it. That's what I do. If I find out, may charge you, at least I'll show you. So if you know how to do that, help people out, helping out. Bad credit, you can try everything. You tried to get your real credit situated, and you couldn't even do that. No, this is your last resort, the credit profile number. Then maybe you'll learn how to, from this point, improve your credit, stay on track, learn different hustles to stay on track, spend less than what you make. That's really much all. That's what it takes. Learn this. One less blunt, one less drink. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. It's that simple. And then just like I said, just keep building it from that point forward, man. Young lady, young man, woman, child, whoever. Just keep building from that point forward. Start trying to get into other things. Right now, they're giving the money away. It's a lot of European companies, you guys getting on Clubhouse, making other companies billion-dollar companies again, without, again, start making other companies rich, any part of it, and we're going to develop our own Clubhouse. I got one for you. I got one called, somebody do some chalkboard. Well, I thought of one called Blackboard. Somebody take that and run with it. Blackboard. That'll be our platform too. And Blackboard is for boardroom. That's the one I'm talking about, boardroom. That's what I would create, boardroom. And boardroom would be, you come and pitch, just like Shark Tank. For boardroom, all CEOs, and you pitch your same platform. You pitch your idea, but mom and pop ideas. We funneling money to help mom and pop ideas. Then it goes from there on. Create your own platform. We don't need anybody else's platform. We got tech engineers. Where are they? They're being employed. Our best are being employed by Google, Amazon. We need to employ our best. Our best should be employed by us, creating tech companies with so-called black people at the head. We're just as intelligent as anyone else, more so. I call myself. So if I'm a God, the God is in me, then we can do all of that. You use your job currently have on your CPN when applying for a car or rental property. My guess is no. Yes, you can use that. You can use that. You can use your job if you are being yourself. Yeah, you can use your job. Tell people, well, after you should, if you learn the CPN very well, you shouldn't be working for anybody else but yourself. You know what you're doing, and you can help others. You shouldn't have to work for anybody else. Because once you learn that skill, how to build a CPN, how to use a CPN, you shouldn't have any problem with finances. Not immediately. I have no problem with finance. And I thank you for tuning in, Machine Sports and Fitness. I think that's my first time seeing you. So you can hit that Cash App notification bell, super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Helps keep us keep going. Helps us bring more content to you, brought to you by me. So please, anybody and everyone, hit that notification bell, Cash App. So I will keep bringing this more content. That's how I keep researching. Non-stop. It's non-stop. I wanted to bring it to your attention also. It's a lot of companies like I was just speaking about. Clubhouse just got $1 billion valuation. I don't know if you guys know what that means. When I speak about valuations, I mean they're about to go public, increase even bigger, larger valuation. And that's all attributed to us sharing their platform. And I don't knock no hustle. I congratulate them because I'm in the same industry. I want to create different companies that will grow to $1 billion valuations as well. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. That's why I talk about men like Reginald Lewis. I talk about Byron Allen. These guys have all mastered what we call acquisitions and mergers. And they didn't have to start a business from scratch, from the sweat of their brow. They just found an industry they knew nothing about. Well, in Byron Allen's case, he knew something about the entertainment field, but not to the extent that he was going to be in acquiring networks or Weather Channel, those things. Those are skills he had to develop. You just don't come out the gate knowing how to purchase $100 million company or a $400 million company. Those are techniques that you learn. And that's why I say that's what we need to learn. We don't have to build a company from scratch. We simply find targets to take over. But that comes from, like I said, developing those techniques that we're not accustomed to learning. We haven't been exposed to that. So by us not being exposed to that, we don't know how to do it. And there's not too many so-called black people that know how to do mergers and acquisitions. I would say there's probably a handful in the whole entire world. I would say maybe two handful, 10, 20 people top. That so-called black people understand acquisitions and mergers. That's what I've been studying for the last at least 8 to 10 years. I've acquired small companies and sold small companies. I've acquired cell phone store, Boost Mobile, sold it, made a couple, sold it. I acquired a local pizza place in one of the Detroit neighborhood, sold that, bought that, sold that. So I did it on a smaller scale, but I want to take it to the $100 million scale. And it's the same principles apply. Same principles apply on small scales, a large scale. At that time, I only could think small. So now I think large, I think big, I think grand. So this time I'm working on that to locate, find a company that I want to acquire, build it, make it more profitable, sell it. And that's pretty much what you do in the real estate. In the real estate, it's the same principle if you're buying a house. Say you buy a dilapidated house, and you want to fix it up, repair it, and fix and flip. Same principle with a commercial bid, fix and flip. You make it profitable, make it clean, you do everything where it wasn't being done before, fix and flip. Hold it 3 years, hold the asset 3 to 5 years, give it, sell it, and repeat it. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Same form over and over. So it behooves everyone to acquire business assets and sell those assets for profit later. That's what Robert Johnson did with BET. He bought BET, but he didn't buy BET. He actually was put in that position. He worked for the government in the cable industry field. And that's how he was able to know that there was a need for BET. I came up with BET. I watched the first video that was ever shown on BET. And that was, she's passed away now, Whitney Houston. She was heavily influential in the start of BET. As far as video saw Donnie Simpson, Rachel. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember. Rachel was beautiful. Oh man, Rachel was probably the most, and she was from the Caribbean. So that voice with that kid sister, but Rachel was hands down probably one of the most prettiest women on television at that time. Maya, the singer Maya, got start at that time as well on Teen Summer. But go back to what I was talking about. But Robert Johnson did the same principle. He messed with a guy named a white guy. Never been in his home. Robert Johnson said this man was probably the most influential in his entire life. He's actually who's one who's most responsible for him being a billionaire. And this is a guy out of Denver, Robert Malone, I think that was his name. They called him the cable maven. At that time, he was the cable. He was the man. You wanted to get in the cable industry, you had to go through this guy. He was responsible for a lot of the networks that you see today. This guy invested in Robert Johnson. Never been to his home, never seen each other, they never hung out, nothing. Yeah, I don't know if she is or she isn't, but brother say Jamal Henderson Whitney was Illuminati. Could have been. She died a horrible death. And I don't that's the sad part. But she had a great I want to if I would speak about it, I'm not gonna speak about what she didn't speak about. The music she made. I'm gonna speak about the love in that way. I'm not gonna speak her in a negative tone. I'm gonna speak for the light about it. Because she was a great instrument that changed a lot of people's lives. A lot of people got married to her music. A lot of people celebrated with her music. You know what I mean? So now I'm not gonna get into that talk, especially our icons. I'm not gonna talk about it. She was great in my estimation. She was beautiful. Nippy was a beautiful woman. So Whitney Houston, if you don't know, that was her nickname. But she was a good person. She helped a lot of people. So I'm not gonna never speak nothing like Prince, the same thing. Michael Jackson, same thing. Bill Cosby, same thing. Not gonna destroy my icons because information that they try to implement on me to make me have a negative onset or outlook about those who have did great things for us. Even Martin Luther King Jr. I may disagree with some of his tactics of how he approached the situation, but he was a great great man as well. So I'm not gonna speak negative. At one point in time, you have to think about that. When you speak negative about others, you're probably gonna have a lot of negative come out of your life. So you should try to speak great things about those and keep the negative things quiet unless it's you're just speaking your truth. Now, if you're speaking your truth, you have to speak it as it is. No matter, it doesn't matter who it hurts, but that's your truth, not stories. I'm talking about you personally. You personally, you have to speak your truth. But stories from others, you wasn't in their life. You don't know those people's background or history. You don't know anything. If you wasn't there with them day to day, negative about it. You don't know them. So I don't do that unless I know you personally. We hang out together. That's when I can talk about you. If I don't know you, it's just stories. Those are stories from people. Documented facts is what's most important. If it's not totally related to me, care less. That's what's wrong. I think everybody wants somebody else's story. I want to create my own story. That's what you also want to do, create your own story. Do for self, build your own wealth. Stop looking for handouts from the government, from some organization or this church down the street. You be that person to give out. You be that light, that beacon. You be that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You be that person to change. I'm looking for other people, what they gonna do. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Know what I'm trying to do. Know what I'm doing. What are you gonna do? So let's just say Jamal Henderson. I don't know what he's. I don't know. Okay. She was a beautiful. Absolutely. We all go through situations. Boy, if they would have, if some of the things I did when I was young, if I had passed that thought at that time, people might say that guy was horrible. You know, he was nothing but a da 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 da. So that's why I don't want. Some people I haven't seen in a while, 20, 30 years, they may have a different opinion than I have myself right now. You know, so that's why when you come across people, you try to do the best you can instead of trying to get over on people. You know, that's one of the big black people's biggest things. We constantly looking to beat one another. I don't get it. Why are you trying to beat somebody in the same boat that you're in? Why are you trying to get one up on a guy barely above where you're above? That's like crashing the barrel thinking. When I see people think like that, I remove myself from people like that. I don't believe in the crab in the barrel theory. don't. I'm getting out. Don't pull me back down. I'm trying to lend you a hand. You can come out too. See how that go? It go both ways. You can pull me in, or I can pull you out. I'm gonna pull you out. Don't pull me back in with the rest of y'all. I'm out. I'm trying to bring some of you out. Everybody's not gonna come, but those who have understanding to hear will hear, and those who don't, they'll be just to the wayside. I'm not just going. Get on the train. Get on the train. I know how to get to success. I know what it takes. I know what it takes. It takes a lot of hard work, determination, and discipline. It takes a lot of sacrifice. So those are the commitments I'm making. So those are the commitments you should be making. Hard work, determination, sacrifice, commitment. Then if you do those things, whatever idea you have, like the one brother he had, Mitchell Fitness, Machine Sports and Fitness. Keeps doing that, you'll hear that name worldwide, Machine Sports and Fitness. If he becomes great, master that, that name will be synonymous around the world with fitness. And that's with anything. Just become great at what you do, and you'll be recognized for what you do. If you're not great at anything, you're not tripping to do anything. That's how factory workers come about. Factory workers are C and D people, E people. Prisoners, 90% of prisoners are E students, D and E students. And that's to say factory people, working factory, police officers, our infantrymen. Those are D, C, and D people who barely made it. Stop being barely. That's it. Those are the people when you think about it. Slackers are the one who keep complaining. Slackers. People who are doing, getting to it, they're not complaining. It's the people who are C, B, and D students in life. E students in life. Those are the ones who are complaining. Those are the ones who want handouts. You want a hand up? I'm giving it to you right now. You got bad credit. Get your CPN. If you need one, I'll provide it. I'll show you how to make your own. Teach you how to become independent from one aspect. But it's still going to take a change of your mindset. You can have the money, but if you have a poor mindset, you're going to run through the money and be poor. So get you a rich mindset. Get your mind around, get your rich mindset. Start building again. It's always, you got life, you can always start all over. As long as you're breathing, I can go start all over. As long as you're breathing, I can go start all over. It's a mind. Change that. Change that. Before you come up off the dirt, I don't mind being in the dirt. I know I ain't going to be there long. No matter how many times I fall, I'm going to get back up. I'm like Dwayne Wade. I'm like Dwayne Wade. Fall down 9, I'm going to get up 10. Hit that like notification bell. Let's get some more people back in the building. Like to smoke. We had a nice little audience there for a second. Let's get some more people back in the building. Hit that super chat. That super chat for me. Cash app. The super chat. The cash app for me. That super chat. The cash app. Bring these actual facts. Hit that cash app. Hit that super chat. That super chat. Hit that cash app. EBOOKS and tutorials. Always available. Shopee.gg. Urban Stream Media. EBOOKS and tutorials. You can purchase from me direct. You can also purchase using Bitcoin. Use Bitcoin. Like I was just explaining earlier in the video, I said it's a good, perfect time to buy Bitcoin, but sell it before it hits 40,000 or 38, somewhere in there. 37, 30,000, 38, 40 range, sell it. Wait till it drop back down to 32 again, 33 again, buy it again. Let it go back up to 40, 38 to 40, sell it. That's what you call support and resistance. When you're trading stocks, resistance. Daily moving average. So those things you may want to look into. A lot of you want to learn how to do Forex, learn the basics first before you jump into Forex. Learn the basics first before you jump into Forex. And only lose money that you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose money, don't listen to no one's pipe dream. You could take $100 and flip it to 10,000. You could take 300 or 5,000. Learn the basics first, then you will be able to become successful. If you have the discipline, take discipline. Take discipline. Take discipline. To trade any form of commodities, currency, stocks, equities, bonds takes discipline. I've been trading for over, even in prison, I learned in prison how to trade stocks from some of the best people that you could ever learn from. They found inefficiencies in the market. Those stock, what do you call brokers who find inefficiencies in the market, they usually lock them up. Those are really smart guys when it comes to stock. Michael Milken, he was the bond king. He is also responsible for making Reginald Lewis the first so-called American black billionaire that was born on this soil, so-called black man. Well, Michael Milken was the gentleman who also went to prison. Michael Milken went to prison. Look up, investigating. He was the junk bond king. He helped Reginald Lewis become, bought companies on all continents. TLC Beatrice, that was Reginald Lewis's company, TLC Beatrice. So look that up as well. And learn how to put the puzzle together. When you start putting the puzzle together, then some of us will start making those really huge, monumental deals. It's our time. They make this administration equality for all. So let's hold them to that. Oh, equality for all. Well, I mean, I want equality in banking and loans and venture capitalists. I want equality in those things. So they believe in equality. I don't believe in equality. To be blatant, straight fact. There's no such thing as equality. But for their sake, I'm gonna call them on there. So since they believe in equality, I want equality in banking, venture capitalists, angel investors, private equity firms. Force all of them to be equitable in the amount of money that they dole out to so-called black businesses, tech companies, so we can have the new black phone. You know what I'm saying? Google platform where you can search and almost anything, stuff pop up like God. I want equality in those things, not equality in where I can eat, equality in where I can shop. I don't want equality in that. I want equality in you giving me the money to not give it to me, to give it to, so I can to turn revenue, hundreds of billions of dollars of revenue, like Amazon, like Tesla. That's the equality I'm talking about. They ain't talking about no real equality. They talking about social equality. I care less about social equality. There's no such thing as social equality. That's what they're gonna try to force upon you. But what I'm talking about, the equality of that Federal Reserve note that's all over the globe, that every country is grabbing to get. I want to grab to get for us in our nation in America. See, we are a nation within inside of another nation, but we don't want to be a separate nation. That's why we always, you are, not me, you are always going to have a problem, because you don't recognize that we are our own separate nation within inside a nation that's been taken from our original nation. And I ain't talking about Africa. I'm talking about our original nation, always here in America. Always. We never come on no boat over here and conquistadors. Unless we with the Spanish, the French, or the English, and a lot of us are Spanish, French, and English. Just do your history. Huguenots, the Magellans, those are all different groups from all different countries, from the French, the Spaniards, all the way on to the English. Those were us, those people. The Moorish Jews, that's right, Moorish Jews, Moors and Jews. You have, when the Hebrews talk about the Hebrew Israelites, that's why we all the same. The Moors and the Jews, they fought together. They on the same ships together. Corsairs, they call it Corsair ships, Corsairs. That's where the Corvette, the car, come from. The Corvette car come from the Corsair ship, because the Moors had fast ships that used to sack all the English ships out in the ocean. The United States created a navy to combat the Corsair ships. And that's when they made a treaty between the Moors and the United States. Treaty of friendship and peace. So that's just a little history and how it all ties in. It all ties in. It all ties into commerce. All commerce. But we don't understand that. Us as so-called black people and white people. I don't like to exclude these so-called white people. I don't like to exclude them, because the same wool that they poured over our eyes, they poured it over their eyes. They're being used as we're being used. They were made to attack you. They weren't even thinking about you. We had communities that was profiting all over the United States before the government got involved. Before they started taxing us with programs, this and that. We've rebuilt Tulsa several times. But the government comes with different programs, and blacks got tired of rebuilding. So we took the easy way out. Our leaders, what they call the talented tenth, they made deals to lead you astray. So learn business so we can get back on point. Learn finance so we can get back on point. Learn, get your morals back. When we was in the 30s, 40s, 50s, we had family structure. There was a father and mother in the home. We need to get back to that. Old ratchet, old stanky boys, we need to get back to family structure. Work out the differences. Whatever. We need to get back to family structure. Then get the bag right. Get our bag right, get our family structure back intact, and let's win. Start winning. It's not gonna get any better. They predicted that by 2050, blacks' income will be zero. They say by 2050, blacks' household income will be down to zero. So we gotta turn it. We gotta turn that around. My income is not gonna be zero. When I pass on my legacy to my daughter, her income is not gonna be zero. Not gonna be zero. I will pass on wealth to her. She will continue on the same as I, or better. Not regrets. Not regrets. And that's what a lot of times what's happening in our families, that we'll have one income breadwinner, and after that person passes, the rest of the family falls back down to poverty. Because nobody else felt the need to work hard or match with the one family member did, or help me achieve what you got. How can I do what you did to get to the level where you're at? Don't be afraid to ask people. Don't be afraid to ask anything. Talk. Closed mouth, they say, doesn't get fed. Closed mouth don't get fed. So talk. Ask for what you want. Get what you want out of life. Ask for what you want. Yeah. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I like to watch Craig Facts. If y'all familiar with Craig Facts on YouTube, comes on at 7. I don't even know the brother, but I like the show. I like they talk about current events, relevant topics, same as myself. They also talk about helping and getting helping as well. They're comedians. The brother's funny, not that funny, but they funny. I like to laugh, and they give good facts at the same time. I guess that's why he called it Craig Facts. So with that being said, y'all can just do me one thing, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. Tell your people about it. Hit the notification bell. And if you feel generous and freaky as far and want to feel generous, you can give me cash, yeah, super chat. Greatly appreciate it. It helps keep you bring more content. I want to wish y'all the best. Have a great day. Peace to God.